from where we left is that the objective here is to make something good, observe, get it in motion, no reaction, watch it. And in fact, today, Biren shared a sutta called Nimitta Sutta, the sign. The sign is not about a person or a thing, it is about what is coming in the mind. Actually, that I wanted to do it sometime later, but since they sent it, it makes tremendous sense to go over that sutta. That helps a lot. It is in Anguttara Nikaya 3.102. So he's saying that Adichittam Manyutto Bhikkhu Ekantam Samadhi Nimittam Eva Manasi Kareya Anam Tam Chittam Kosajjeya Samvatteya. That means if a person is dedicated, he will, when he is getting on only on samadhi, it's likely their mind will incline to laziness. If they are solely focused on exertion, it's likely their mind will incline to restlessness. And if they are solely in equanimity, and then they don't get this, get what? Ending of defilement. Because it will lead to ignorance. So let's understand this is the thing we need to know when we practice. What is samadhi? Is keeping the mental state same. That's samadhi. Samādhi. Sama means equal. Adi means stay, to be. So making yourself equanimous. Basically, that's the whole idea of calling it as samadhi. So when you say sila samadhi panya, it's not samadhi as sitting and closing eyes and going to sleep mode. And that's the reason he's saying there, takes you to laziness. That's exactly what he's saying. So you maintain your mental equilibrium so that you don't get worked up. That's samadhi. It's not, again, sitting in a cushion and getting lost forever. That's not samadhi. We need to know this nuances. That means your practice or my practice or anybody's practice is 24/7. It's not cushion related. Not how you sit. It's not where you sit. It's not about whether you sit in a retreat or you sit at home or you sit at office or whatever. It just doesn't matter. The whole aspect is that adichitta, higher mind, is coming out of the lower mind. What is the lower mind? Is a mind which is conditioned by so many things in our daily life. That is what disturbs the equilibrium of the mind. Example, in another 10 days, say I'm on the flight. That if I start thinking, it creates a pattern. It creates restlessness. So what I'm putting as an effort creates restlessness. Because my samadhi is Australia. So now I'm counting the days. First 10 more days, then 9 more days, then 8 more days, 7 more days, like that. Then after landing, what happens? Is 0. Then -1, -2, -3. So the mind is agitated just by getting into Australia. It's not about anything else. Nothing is going to happen. But we see our daily dosage of this thing, wherein we are constantly going on the past and the future, past and the future. The past I was doing like this, and the future I'll do like that. that cuts samadhi. There's no samadhi. Because there's no equipoise state. So then what we do, we think that if I sit for 1 hour, there'll be a lot of difference. It pacifies the mind a little bit, but it doesn't do anything other than that. What is pacification? Calm. What is calming? What is calming? It means that some people don't know to mute the mic. So the calming is that you don't have to do anything. When I don't have to do anything, it becomes calm. So I'm sitting in one posture, I'm not shaking, and I've closed my eyes and watching the breath. This is samatha. And in the Patisambhidha Magga Pali, Sariputta explains in Anapana Sati Katha what is samatha. Sama attho samatha. Attha is to put it, push it, and make the mind still, not go anywhere. How do you still it? Breath. So that's the reason why breath is so important. Now then, 4 questions can. Is there any particular posture? Because in Buddha he says, sit erect and then look straight. Parimukham. Upetta petva. What does that mean? That means you shouldn't be sitting like that? Yes, you should. To begin with, maintain that. Once you're set, get up. Now maintain that. What does that mean? Okay, now sit. Don't keep anything except that you're sitting. Like I'm sitting here. Sitting is sitting. Don't make a special thing called sitting. Sitting for meditation. The mind is already moved out. There's nothing like sitting for meditation. It's a verb and it's a noun. So you create a nimitta. Don't do that. Sit. Doesn't matter what you do. You're only saying the action, what I'm going to do after sitting. After sitting, I can eat. After sitting, I can work. After sitting, I can just sit. So why create a special thing? When there is a special thing, then there's an expectation of that special thing. When there is an expectation, special thing, that means it should work. Because there's something special. So we are making something special. In fact, we're supposed to give up. If you want Nibbana, you should give up, not hey. So, to attain Nibbana, there's nothing called attaining. It's the verb again. So, when we use a language, we have to know that this thing doesn't have a language. So, when I sit, no expectation. Now, the question shouldn't come, what will I do after sitting? Just sit. When you sit, something or the other comes out. Wait for it. So, some object, like he's saying here, will come out. We can say that if something, some aversion is coming, some desire is coming, something is coming, he can look at that. And after a while, these things doesn't come. So you can really see the nimitta sign, some sign which keeps on coming. Don't react to the sign. Just be a witness to the sign. Example, I sit here. The question comes to close the eyes or not to close. It's a nimitta. Symbol. Question to be asked is, what will you do with closed eyes? And that's exactly what he's saying. It leads to laziness. That's what is going to happen. You don't feel like getting up. The more you sit, the more lazy you become. But then I'll take the other extreme. The more I walk, is that good? No, it makes you more restless. I have to balance four postures: sitting, standing, walking, sleeping. Four postures. That's the reason it's called Iriya Pabba. Iriya means posture. So Pabba means the section on posture. You maintain equanimity toward the posture change. What's the best way to do it? Sit. The best way. Sit. Relax. Should I think on anything? Or should I not do anything? Hold on, hold on. Now you've got the first problem. That is restlessness. Now you try to solve restlessness. You got the first hindrance. Restlessness. Take care of it. What should I do? Read a sutta. Simple. Whatever sutta you like. Read. No, I'm still restless. Put on some light music and make your awareness move from the restlessness to that music. Light music. What is light music? Shouldn't be any verbal. Just some instrument coming to the ear, and you watch the sound coming and going, coming. And try to look at the notes, but don't play the songs which then it creates kamachanda. Just some nice, let's say, meditation music. I search on YouTube or wherever and I get a meditation. What does that do? Focus. Attention goes. Now you have to shift between the awareness on one side and the attention on instead of the breath, which is not possible right now, restless. That will help. So, how much should I play? Long as the restlessness remains. And how much will it remain? That itself is restlessness. If I have this question till what time it remains, that means I'm restless. What should I do? Distract the mind from that restlessness. Simple. But can I not watch the breath? There, do it if you can. If you think you can, that's the best thing. But if you can't, what's the alternative? The alternative. Now, when you are in samadhi, don't listen to music. Because that will make you sleep now. That switch off that thing. Because now you got a state of samadhi. And let that music go. Watch the breath in doing whatever you're doing. So let's say now after this, you need to attend to a meeting. Nothing that I should curse that, oh my goodness, oh, my office starts. Otherwise, I would have sat and meditated. Who is asking you not to meditate while in office? No, what will people think? If you close the eyes, people will think. Obviously, he will think. But if you are watching whatever you're watching and you're mindful of what you're watching, that itself is meditation. Whatever you're watching, that's meditation. That's it. There's nothing else in that. If you're aware of whatever you're watching, and that's it. And what does Buddha say to Ananda when he asks about a woman? Be mindful, be aware. Now, what I should be aware in the woman? You're watching a skeleton, nothing else. So, if Vilas is watching a woman and he is getting ideas based upon the shape, it means he's submerged in karma. What he should do? Step back, see where the karma is coming. The karma is coming from the shape of that woman, or the girl or lady or whatever you want to call. So now he has to observe the shape. He can use that as a vipassana. The first thing is to have a samatha. How do you do the samatha practice? Girl or woman is standing, is to watch what is that woman. Just watch. Don't get carried away. Just like we did with coffee yesterday or anything. Just watch. Don't react. Just watch. Ah, it's come. Very nice. Something has come. Come. Let it come. And watch. When I watch whether the breath has gone there in that girl or it is still here. The moment that awareness strikes him, the woman is gone. Because now that shape is no longer in my awareness or my attention. Attention is on the breath, and I'm aware of the woman standing in front of me, which is a peripheral outside. Now it's easy for me to stand in front of her and see what am I getting attracted to, which part. Then I can do this 32 part of the body, then and there. Okay, she has hairs, right? Head hair. Okay. Eyebrows are there. Oh, very looking nice. Okay. Body hair. And each one I'm doing, I don't have to be watching here, there, in that girl will start to feel something uneasy. Just watching. And I'm watching what is happening inside. Oh, there's a raga, which is the mind is filled with raga now. Oh, I'm not liking the way she is dressed. Vesha has come. Good. And the very fact I'm identified as a girl is moha. Now stand, watching. After a while, the discernment starts, meaning you start to see it, something clearing off, and the skeleton seen. Skeleton means not the real skeleton thing. This skeletal thing can be seen minusing the flesh. Because flesh is on the skeleton, and the skeleton and the flesh is covered by the skin. What I saw is there is a framework, and on that you feel something, and then you cover it up, just like the house has bricks. Before the bricks, there are iron rods. That's the skeleton. On that, you put the bricks. Then you plaster it. Then you paint it. So, as the house, so the girl. Since the house requires renovation, maintenance, this body requires maintenance. Then what happens to the nimitta? It's gone. Became animitta. A straight thing. Because my samadhi is there. If I get an understanding that I shouldn't be doing this, I should be sitting in a dark room, it's not going to work. Why? Because it's also a practice. And that would be like the movie Samsara. You remember how he got lost in sexuality? Because the more you isolate, the worse it gets. Because you're not an Arya. This is Anarya. You're not able to see what is there inside. So the difference between Anarya and Arya Jhana is Anarya Jhana is to block the reality and be in something which you think you want to be. The, the Arya is you see the reality. And what's the reality at this point in time? Like the house is made up of walls and bricks and cement and paint and so and so. Body is also made up of flesh and bones. First stand there in samadhi. So what happened to my mind? No flutter. So now can I go to Sunshine Coast or to Gold Coast or whichever coast these people are going to take me if at all we go? I can go anywhere. You remember, Ariu, we went to that mall and I was asking you to look at the legs. And what did you see? You got caught up with the legs. If you had really seen it like a flesh and skeleton, you just see, that's all. You don't see anything else. And that's what it is. Whether you see brasserie shops on that mall, from Victoria's Secret to this and that and so many other kind of things, or whatever, doesn't matter. Even if a woman is not wearing anything at all, it doesn't matter. Because what you're seeing is three things: bones, flesh, skin. That's it. Just like the house, so this body. So now the nimitta of woman is gone. Whenever you see something, you see it a bag of bones and flesh. So the interest towards a man or a woman or anything whatsoever is gone. Because you're in samadhi all the time. Now the question comes, do you have to watch the breath? Nothing like that. You start with breath and then you can put this in attention, breath in attention. So the awareness take a backseat. Then when you are in awareness, attention takes a backseat. You keep on playing. When I'm in awareness means I'm aware that it's just the bag of bones and skin and all that. I don't have to watch the breath. I don't have to attend to that because I'm aware of that. So I'm on vipassana. I don't have to be aware of breath because I'm in vipassana. And that's the reason, even Goenka technique, you are watching the sensation. You're not watching the breath. Nobody's watching the breath there. They're watching the sensation. They're least bothered about the breath. But when you're not able to watch the sensation, Goenkaji also says, come back to the breath. Isn't it or not? Whoever has done the retreat will know it. That's how he says. It's correct. So you have an attention on a particular object because you're focusing on the object. Let's say, taking the same woman as an example or girl as an example, and then the color of the skin with the contrast um, dress and how much of the skin is being shown creates that magical illusion of something being standing apart. So now what I do is that I get enamored by that. And that's how there's a conscious experience of that girl or a woman or whatever it is. Now, for a change, I have started with breath meditation at home, even before I went wherever I went. That means I stabilized. And then was watching the breath. I sat in the car. Then I go to the mall, and this woman comes with nice dress, almost see-through, and there is a craving to see that woman, which is restlessness, basically. I'm restless to see that. Now there's no point, there's no time to put a music and listen to it or whatever. If my samadhi over there or my practice of watching the breath has not been there, it's lost, it's gone, broken. Now it will take over. Fair deal. I lost the game. I think I can come back, rehearse it, go back, see what's happening. If you really check Buddha also, after his enlightenment, he didn't sit there. He came back to the world. Right? He never ran away from there. Why? But now you don't have a disease. So you can be with anyone. You have quarantined yourself with everything. So nothing does anything to you. So for the isolation's sake, you sit in your house or somewhere just for setting it up. Just set it up. So every morning, set up. Set it up. Continue that while standing. See whether that is broken or not. What does that mean? I sit watching the breath. Then that sound comes. 1 hour. I stand. The breath shouldn't change. That means watchfulness of the breath shouldn't change. Then I mindfully walk. What is mindful? Being aware that I'm walking. So the breath goes to the background now because I'm giving attention to the legs. Right? The awareness of the breath remains. The attention is on the walking. That means the breath has not gone anywhere. It's on the side or on the back. Now, while I am standing or walking, somebody comes. Says, "Hey Vilas, how are you doing?" Now, my attention moves to speech and I'm aware of the breath. That's not gone. So, if I'm with the breath, I will speak what is to be spoken. I'll not get agitated, excited, whatever. So then I speak. Then somebody comes in the front, nice looking girl. Awareness, the breath, attending to the girl. Now, can I do vipassana then? No. Why? Because it's not strong. The girl or the woman has taken over my sight. Eyes are in that. It's in the nimitta, the sign. So what should I do? Through the breath, observe the sign, where it has gone. It's gone there. Or as another example, there's an Apple store. I'm able to see the Apple store. The sign. That's Apple store. Okay. Now that Apple store, what I want to do? No, nothing. It pulls you there. That's all. It doesn't do anything. Be aware of the pull. You going or not going is not the question. Be aware that there's a pull. That means the body will start moving towards the Apple store. Wherever it pulls, the body moves there, just like a chariot being pulled somewhere, right? So, or the car being pulled somewhere. So wherever there is an interest, it just goes there. Few moments ago, there was a girl which pulled me to that side. The eyes went that side. I couldn't take the body, but then it looks quite obvious that I'm seeing her. So the eyes went there. But in the case of Apple, there is no life in that. So I need to take my body there. So can I not practice this? That where it is pulled? Yes. So I'm playing between the awareness on one side and the attention on the other side. When attention is strong, awareness is weak. Awareness is strong, attention is weak. I need to somehow balance attention and awareness, be in samadhi, so that I can do the next part, vipassana. So the first thing I need to do is to enter into samatha, establish the equanimity. Got it? And hence Buddha says it leads to avijja if you don't do vipassana in that sutta. Why? You just feel neutral. That's it. Or then you think, and then I think, you know what? I did not go to Apple store. No, the nimitta has already been picked up. Yes, you did a good job by not reacting to it. Excellent. Just like I sit in the Goenka technique and then I'm having a itch here, but I'm scanning towards this side. I don't go to this side. And by the time it comes to this side and it's gone, I feel, yes, I did it. No, sir. Sorry. Absolutely sorry. You're not equanimous. As far as Buddha goes, you're equanimous. What the tradition says, that extent you're equanimous. If I think I've got the equanimity, yes, no. I am just controlling that. Means I'm willing not to do that. It's not about applying will. It's about knowing what is inside that itch than the itch itself. So I'm as ignorant as was. And now what happens? I think I've reached. No, sir. You have not. It's not bad, but it's not it. It's not yet what I think. Because this nimitta, itchiness here, is replaced by this nimitta here where I am canning. They both are nimitta only. What are you talking about? One side you're forcing it to watch here, while there is itchiness happening on this side. So now you're putting aversion, you're aversive to what is happening here, and you're having raga to what's if happening in the scanning. And why that happens is because of this equanimity, which I've picked up by not reacting, which is good, but it's still blindness. Than a normal person who doesn't know he's scratching like this, you're better off. And that's the reason it doesn't lead to enlightenment. Why? When you come out of that retreat, life as usual. Because this is untenable in our daily activities. You just can't do it. That means if you want to practice, either you have to let go of all the work, all the things you're doing, and become fully absorbed in the retreat, or every now and then go to the retreat. That's the only way you can do. Like I'm now doing this. I'm aware? Yes. Now this attention is there? Yes. There is an attention of talking? No. There's awareness of talking. There's attention to this itching and what is happening due to that scratching like this. It's not unconscious. It's conscious. It's mindful. That means the action is well thought out, what to be done and what not to be done. That's what is this entire Buddha Dhamma. That's the reason he says sammapadhana. Don't do akusala, do kusala, pull this up, all that. Otherwise you can't. What will you do just sitting in some place? Doesn't help. Not that you shouldn't sit. That is also wrong. There's nothing like I will not sit and there's nothing like I'll not stand. There's nothing like I'll not walk. No. There are four postures. You have to be aware of those four postures. After that, you become aware of all the postures. Okay. So that's I wanted to cover today on how we, when we meet up or when we don't meet up also, if you are practicing the way you're practicing, is not only to observe like what I said yesterday, bring it up, see it, don't react. In the same way, see this thing, this samādhi, yes, you require. But that leads to drowsiness. So, if there is a lot of exertion, pagha, then there is udacha, too much of concentration, pagha, that leads to restlessness. And upekha, then they don't get samadhi. They can't get deeper. They just get lost in neutrality. That means the person will say, I'm not reacting. I'm good. Even when he has to react, he'll not react now. He feels that's how it is. That's how it should be. And then the worst part, he thinks he's released. No. He's as much as in darkness as it is now. So earlier also he was in darkness. Also is in darkness. The darkness has not been removed. It seems he's not reacting. And some people will think, I should not be reacting to physical pain. They try their level best. Hang on, yesterday one person, or Hindi group, talking about he met an accident. Then there was a cut. They had to stitch. He thought that who will take anesthesia? He told the doctor, I will tolerate. Stitch. That creates mana first. Creates udacha too. Three, it creates abhijja. Four, vyapada. It's create everything what you don't want it to create. If a sane person would have been there, he wouldn't have bothered about what is happening on his hand. He just gone to the doctor, a hospital. Then he would have said, I met up with the accident. And then that guy cleans it up and it's tremendous pain. But then he watches the pain, not reacting to the pain. Doctor says that I need to stitch your hand. We need to give you injection. Say, okay, fair. Then it's an injection. Stitches it. He's unmoved, meaning he's unmoved from the accident spot to the hospital, to the house. Basically, that's how it should have been. But then when we take it in a wrong way, so I was asking him, then you should do the same thing while going to urination. Hold it. Because in his opinion, these things which are coming is because of some karma, and that is sankharas are coming out. So then the good news is every now and then you get that urination, which is also sankhara, it is kaya sankhara. So why do you want to go to the washroom? Don't go. Stick there wherever you're sitting. Just don't go. You feel like eating, don't eat. Because that's kaya sankhara. That means all sankharas come on the body, right? So go. Don't go and eat. Don't drink water. Then see what happens. Who wins? Whether you win or the sankhara wins. Check. So, if we go to the extremes, which you would go when this neutrality pulls you out in so much that you feel that is how it should be. No, that's not how it is. You don't create ignorance. So the panya, wisdom here is do what is required, but don't get worked up. Just do for that, whatever. I'm supposed to go to the office and do this. Yeah, absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. Now, citing my own example, should I go to work from March 2026? It depends on the condition. Nothing that I can commit that I will not go. Nothing I can commit, I will go. Both are wrong. What if the condition is not feasible for me or for the organization? I can't, or they can't. So, what's the point in worrying over it? Should I take a decision now? No. All that I can say to Lata is keep it open. I'll come back in February and let you know. Fair deal. Why? Because I don't know at this point in time how this new house with so many people going to come, will I be able to manage both the work life and that life? I don't know. So I can't take an decision right now. So should it disturb my mind that, oh, should I join back? Shouldn't I join back? No, it's still not arrived. Just relax, enjoy what you're doing right now. Be mindful. Oh, that has come. The thought of joining that to job has come. Check what's happening now in the mind, not in the body. In the mind, there's planning going on. What should I say to Lata and how should I convince her? Blah, blah. Good. Just watch and see it fades away. So I'm on samadhi, watching what is come. That, oh, this thought has come. Let us see where it takes. And it loses energy. Goes away. Doesn't mean it's not going to come back again. It will come back a little bit. But there was no reaction the first time. I don't get carried away by the thought. What do you mean carried away? It means forget what I'm doing right now. And I'm lost in join back how it would be. What are the assignment I'm going to do and how it would be. Blah, blah, blah. How much salary will they give me? Just now starts filling it up. Nothing wrong in that. If I give chance for it to multiply, what if I just observe? Means I attend to that thought, but with awareness. Then what happens? The thought is there, very much there. Let it be. What's my problem? Good. I have that thought. That what should I do when I come back? Good. What should I decide now? Why? It is conditioned. So there's nothing I can do. Just leave it. I can see anicca, uncertain. What is samutpanna? Sorry, sankata. Condition. What is samutpanna? The reaction or the action is dependent on that condition. The point. Khaidamma. It's going. Hey, sooner or after joining, what is going to happen? Life as usual. If I don't join, what happens? Life as usual. Vaidhamma. Kshaya means to diminish. Vaya, go away. Viraga. That thought has no interest in. It's just a. It's not me. It's just a thought. Just a cloud. It's not interested in me. I being the sky, not being the cloud. Why should sky be bothered about the cloud? Any cloud can come, can go. Should the sky start reacting to it? Just thought has come. And Nirodha happens. It ceases. So four dhammas and three ways of looking at how it comes. So it's uncertain. I'm going to join back the company or not. It is sankata conditioned, completely conditioned on what they require from me, what I can do to them. And it is dependently originated. Because of they saying, Vilas, you come back in Ma, this thought is coming. What if they had told me that, thank you, Vilas, all the services, have a great meditation retreats you conduct for free. We appreciate whatever you're doing. Would this joining back thought come? No. Can I rely on that then? No. Foolishness. I not relieved. In the same way, Cheniel calling me so dependently originate. Will he call me back again? If I rely on Cheniel, is it going to help me? Cheniel relies on me. Is it going to help him? But they are all conditioned and dependently originate. And can Cheniel, after this year, promise me, Vilasji, the next 10 years, I want you to be coming here every month, sorry, every year, at least 2 months, just spend time with me. Even if he were to say, will it not change? It would, either from my side or from his side. I'm tired of going to Brisbane. I might feel a point. Because I meet someone in some, let's say, Melbourne or in Perth or in Adelaide or somewhere, and he requires me. What do I tell to Shaniel? Shaniel, next time I'll come. This time I want to go and meet point, so he very much in requirement of me. So what happens to Shaniel? I don't care. That's how a company and an employee is. Either of them don't care. That's how husband and wife is. Either of them don't care. What about the son and the father and mother? Nobody cares. It's just condition. Play of condition works. Good. Condition doesn't work. Bad. See, in the last 4 months or 5 months, I have delivered so much which I couldn't deliver in the last 7 years for this company. Entire, for the reason what they had hired me, I have delivered it in 4 5 months. And the last few weeks been totally good. All that I wanted to do was to implement the best practice, at least bring in the best practice and convince someone that it works. So it has taken me 7.5 years now, patiently doing whatever they're given me. So Lata had messaged me, "You're very happy." I said, "Yes, I'm very contented." At last day, my existence here is there in the portal, how it should be done. So my thing is completed. I don't go with a heavy heart that I couldn't do. Just have delivered something. But now, how will they use it? Uncertain, anicca, uncertain. They might not use. Patisamutpanna, sorry, sankata, condition. Patisamutpanna. It's dependently originated. It's dependently originated on the process we have created. And who created the process? Result framework. And on that, how we are doing it, our way of working. Right? So, dependently originated. Does it have Kaya Dhamma. Yes, it does. It's become stale. After a while, nobody cares of what I've done, even though I put in so much of effort. Today, Lata is not joined, otherwise, she would have spoken. Put so much of effort. But who cares? Jai Dhamma, Vaya Dhamma, fades away. Viraga Dhamma. ABB is not interested in me at all. Honestly, they're interested in me because there's a requirement. They are saying, come back in March. Ah, get it. Zero the Dhamma. It ceases to exist. If I keep these seven things, will I be Nibbana? Indeed, yes. I don't have Raga for ABB. I don't have Dvesha for it. Moha for it at all. They're asking me to come. Okay, definitely. Thank you. Filled with gratitude. Thanks for that. You're giving me food. Let me see. I can manage retreat things in Bangalore and that. Let's see. Now, should I really join back? There's nothing like that. It's conditioned. It's uncertain. When I come back, they might have scrapped what we have done. All possibilities. I would say it didn't work. You know what, Vilas? There's no requirement now. We will definitely touch base with you when we find an appropriate requirement. On that day, my heart is broken. Why? Because I didn't see the conditionality. So every day is an uncertain thing. And hence there is fear. There is fear. So, khayatena anicca, vayatena, sorry, bhayatena dukkha, saratena anatta. So if you really see this magic, you see, or I see, I'm joining ABB back in March. Fixed. So my secured feeling is based upon March 2026. So what happens to my retreat in few weeks, few days from now? It's contaminated. It was already taken over by Raga. Makes no sense. So should I go to Australia? No, no point. I'll be fooling not only Shaniel and Bobby and all of these guys and all of you coming there also. It's a waste. Because anariya. Why? Because now I'm more worried about what I'm going to do in March 2020. Because I'm planning for it. No. You know that there is something which is going to come up in March 2026, which is dependence, dependency. This with that. This being, that will happen. This not being, that will never happen. Meaning, this launch, what we have done today, that being a success. And that will happen. Provided my personal condition also can match to that. So it's like this. If they say yes and I say no, If I say yes, they say no. Doesn't make sense. It's only when I say yes and they say yes, then only to us. And that is paticca samut. So is there any possibility that I need to be worried about what will happen in 2026? This is an assumption I'm making. I'm alive or before 2026. All these plans are existing based upon an assumption that I'm not going to die March 2026. How can I be so certain about it? No. So should I be even thinking about it? So now I saw these 7 things. Anicca, paticca samutpana, sankata, patisamut, khaidama, vaidama, viragata. I see this mind withdraws, hence ends suffering. So now it's so vibrant. And not that the thought is not there that I have to join back into the 26. Yes, yeah, fine. If and if and if I'm alive, first thing, do they can accept to my request, free can accept to the request, and that's it. This is how you can see your normal life having samadhi. You have samadhi, just do it. No need to sit on the cushion. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't sit on the cushion. I'm saying no need to sit on the cushion for 10 hours, 8 hours, or whatever. Just be every given situation. See what's happening. Just do what should be done. Any questions? Yes, Adu.
I don't have much time, but I have a quick question. Hopefully, an easy answer. Maybe not, but well,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm representing Janil, but it's something I heard from Janil during a session we had. So I might slightly misrepresent him, but he said sometime when you sit, something come to the mind, right? So there are 3 things you can watch. The first, you watch the image up with the mental image. Second, you can watch the emotion.
Yes.
Third, you can watch the body feelings.
Yes.
The mental image is very hard because it takes you away. The emotion can be challenging, but the bodily feeling could be the easiest to do.
Yes.
So, what do you see about this with regard to what you said about this process?
About what?
When you say watching, which one do you recommend, and what do you think about what
It depends on our maturity. All the 3 are what Shenil has said is correct. Depends on the maturity. If it's immature, watch the body feeling or the body sensation, basically. That's what the Goenka technique is all about. The best is the mental. Because mano pubbangama dhamma. You're on the body, if you're on the mind, you caught it before. In fact, that's there in Upali Sutta. You. This is the fight between, actually, we follow Jain technique more than the Buddha technique. The question asked is, Kaya danda, vachi danda, mano danda. And Buddha says, mine is mano danda, vachi danda, kaya danda. That 2 separate. Now, what is Nigantanatha Putra explanation to it's perfect in what we are doing today, Aryu. Exactly fits into that line of argument. There's something which is coming in the mind. I can't do anything. It's so fast. It's pretty fast. I don't even see what's happening. Like say, the thought of going and joining ABB has come now. Or going for a coffee break already happened. Now I'm verbalizing in the mind. I think I need to have. I need to have. But what I can do is I can stop the body from making coffee. So what did I do? I did Kaya Danda. Correct. Now, what Nigantanatha Putta or Mahavira explains is it's very difficult to understand the chitta. And hence I propose that for everyone, Kaya Danda is superior. Let's say you want to kill someone. In the mind, it's already occurred that you have to kill someone or something. You're already planning, scheming it in your verbalization. Most wanted to take trigger, you want to hit that thing, hold it back. So you're given Kaya Danda. That means you held, you punished the body. Because when you're supposed to throw it out, you're holding it back. Ah, there comes a surgeon. Nice. So he's holding it back. So what I need to do now is to see from which corner I'm coming from. If I'm not developed in the mind, I should go with Nigantanatha Putta. In fact, the entire Goenka technique is on Nigantanatha Putta. So that's what exactly we are doing. We're not reacting to the body sensation. Exactly what Niganta says. Don't react to body sensation. They come and go. So this argument is put forth by Upali. And Buddha says, nice, good, good. Is this what your teacher really says? He says, yes. Nice, nice. But Upali, don't you think you should have first stopped in the mind itself? And then this guy, Upali, is a very smart person. He says, wait a second. Yeah, if I had blocked it at the root itself, it doesn't come into the verbalization and it doesn't come into the physical. And he says, homage to you. And then he says, what he says? Dhirasa vigata mohasa. That's the reason he recites that. Because he got it. If you get it, are you, the mental one, the emotions itself will not come. So then there's nothing called body sensations at all. Because the feelings start before body. So when he says Sukha Vedana, Dukkha Vedana, Adukkha Sukha Vedana, it's so subtle. I miss it. What happens? Wait for the body sensation. Wait for it. So what Goenka says is nothing wrong. but it is leaning towards Nigantanatha Buddha as opposed to Buddha. I might say I'm following Buddha. Sorry. There's nothing wrong if you follow Niganta because it makes sense. And hence what he says is even more extraordinary. He says, Himsa paramo dharmaha. Reason being, in the end, you will use your body to do something. In the end, you will cover up your body to have mana, give up dress, be nude, be naked. Because the mana on this, not what is inside there, you know it is dirt, it's shit. Cover it up nicely with contrast colors. Right? If you're dark, you wear a white. You wear you dark. That's mana. Throw it. What Buddha says, wear whatever you want, but be nude in the mind. Or you decide whether you want to be nude in the body or nude in the mind. Ultimately, you have to be nude. That's 100%. Question now is body. So what Shaniel has said is right. So you decide, Harry, whether you want the mental one, which is Buddha, or the physical one, which is Nikantanatha Buddha. Both are good. Both are extremely good. Don't be under impression, Jain ascetics, sorry, best one. Yes.
And yeah, thank you for the beautiful explanation. I guess what you generally call emotion will be a mix of both.
Both.
Like,
Yes. So both.
Feeling some physical.
I want to hit you. Then I'm controlling it, right? This emotion has surfaced from the mind. Verbalization has happened. It's blowing in the body. Then I say, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead. Fuming is there. Till I'm making up, okay, go ahead, okay, all that nice. Like what happens in America, right? Hey, how are you doing? But they're not truly doing that. It's faking, right? And that's exactly what I've learned to fake. But inside the tornado is round and round and round and round, spinning. So what Buddha says is, could have stopped in the mind. Vilas, you could have stopped in the mind. I say, homage to Buddha. I am not yet developed. Then you would say, join that ascetic, Jain ascetic, the best thing. Okay, homage to Mahavira. Why? That's what I can do. What else I can do?